What's going on, guys? Hey, it's Anthony with the Wrenched Out Garage. Thank you for tuning in, and if you guys haven't subscribed, consider doing that down below. Let's dive into today's install. So we've got a brand new part coming from C7 Carbon, and we are super excited to be working with those guys once again. Now, we are collaborating with them. They sponsor us on some of these parts, just to let you guys know that up front. Regardless, we're going to give you guys our honest feedback and show you guys how to do an install. Now, before I dive into this, I am going to do a comparison video of the ZL1 1LE front splitter versus the ZL1 splitter, the one that I took off the car. Now, this is going to be a full install, so obviously I'm going to show you this part, but if you're interested in the comparison between the two, make sure and check that video. It'll be coming out soon, if not already. Let's dive into this. So, C7 Carbon announced that they were doing the ZL1 1LE front splitter, and I'll tell you what, I was taken back. I was like, holy cow, this is some serious business. Now, obviously, there's a lot of items off of the ZL1 and the ZL1 1LE that have been replicated through companies. Now, C7 Carbon is not an exception to that. In fact, these guys have done a phenomenal job with doing that. So we obviously have their ZL1 1LE spoiler on the Camaro. If you guys want to check that out, I'll put an information card up in the top corner as well. So let's talk about this front splitter and then do a quick install on this. Now, I'm not exactly sure what's in the box, so let's take a look at that first and foremost. This is the box you'll get. It's a fairly good sized box. I'm 6 foot, so obviously it's clearly taller than me. It's what, 6'3", 6'4". This is the box it ships in. These guys ship very fast, obviously, if they have the part. Now, as I've mentioned before, about C7 Carbon, one of the great things about these guys is not only are they making this stuff, but they also buff and clean the hell out of it before it gets sent to you. Now, let's talk about how they ship it. Now, this isn't just a cardboard box. It also has these support side parts, so it's going to get shipped to you, hopefully without any damage. This thing came all the way up from California to Alaska. Let's dive into it. So here is the part. Let me put this box down. Here's the part sitting on the workbench. Obviously there's two pieces. I'm not sure what exactly this looks like. This is live, so I have not seen this product. I did not rewrap it. None of that stuff. So my reaction and what we go through here is completely real, organic, all of that stuff. So let's see what we have here. Obviously this is the front splitter. It is completely bubble wrapped. And then we have a package here. So let's open up this little tack first. I'm assuming these are the side winglets for it, but let's take a look. It does have some bolts here. Obviously, if you're ever using a knife of any kind for doing painted part installs, make sure you're cutting away from the product. Just a suggestion. Obviously, you do what you want. It's your product, but so we do have a couple of bolts here. Let's see what's in this. They definitely package it very well, which I definitely appreciate, simply because I don't want to obviously get some parts that shipped all the way from X to Alaska, which is very time consuming. Getting parts from pretty much anyone, it's no one's fault or anything like that, but obviously getting parts is difficult. I will be doing a video, so if you are from Alaska or shipped through Alaska or whatever it is, I'm going to do a simple and easy video on how I get most of these parts shipped to me, and it's a fairly good deal as far as pricing goes. Man, this thing is no joke here. It's like a ball of bubble wrap. I'm trying to find the tape line. There we go. So it is folded over. Let me follow the tape line. So here we go, I believe. Nope, a little bit more tape. I think we're finally there. All right. Let me get rid of that real quick. And so not only was it bubble wrapped, it also has additional wrap on it. Let me untape this. I believe, like I said, these are the winglets that hook to the side of it. Let's see if I'm wrong, because it could be. Oh yeah, wow, those are serious. So check these out. So there's one. There is number two. So these are some serious pieces of equipment here. All right, so I got those over to the side. It is sitting on the cover. So we'll probably speed this next part up because I'm going to try to unwrap this whole thing. So let's do that fast forward thing and let me show you guys this. All right, so there it is, guys. I will do the little B-roll sequence that I do with this. I will obviously clean it as well. This is one serious front splitter. Let me show you kind of the hands-on part, and then I'll do my little B-roll sequence. So look, let me get this around here. This thing feels just tough as hell. So obviously you got your install. It's got the same install holes on the bottom. It's super simple to install. It just takes a couple of minutes. The sides of it slide between this and the lower guards, and then you just need your 7mm socket. I think it's, yeah, 7mm socket, and it bolts right up. So a couple of things to obviously note, with this is, unlike the ZL1 or like none of them, this front portion hooks over the front of your grill. Obviously you'll see that once and after I do the install. But this is one serious front splitter. Look at that thing. Super mean, super aggressive. I love it. And then obviously on the sides here, that is where, that is where those winglets will bolt. Right there. There's the under portion of it again. The inside looks like that's what swoops back, cuts through. So let me throw the winglets on, and then I'll give you guys kind of an up close and personal look of this guy. All right, guys, so we just wrapped up unpackaging this, showing you guys what it looks like here on the workbench. Now, if you're interested in taking a look at what this looks like compared to the ZL1, I'm going to do a video on that. In fact, I just cut in while I was getting this thing ready and shot a quick video comparing this. It'll come out soon. I already mentioned that, but just in case you're wondering. Now, a couple of things. When you're putting these guys on, take your time, make sure the bolts go in straight. And of course, the cut, it's got a sharper cut up on the top side for each side that you mount it to. Now, make sure clean the front of your car. If you guys haven't done that, make sure and do that. All you're gonna need for this is the 7mm socket, some type of ratchet. I'm gonna throw these gloves on just because I smudge the heck out of painted parts whenever I do that. And we're gonna go over to the Camaro. I already have the bolts and everything undone because I had to take off the ZL1 front splitter. So this is gonna be a very, very simple install. So let's get over to the Camaro and get ready to do this. All right, guys, so we're by the front of the Camaro. Again, this is super simple to do the install. I'm gonna try to show you as best as possible. I'm in a really tight area here. Anyways, I'm gonna move the camera around a little bit. So we've got the bolts and ultimately this piece of plastic right here, it's already unbolted. All of the bolts are already done. You've got a bunch of these running under the front lip here. So you're gonna unbolt those, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pop the new spoiler under that so it'll sit on those pieces of plastic, and then I'll bolt it right up. So again, this is super simple. If you got the time, clean under here, just right under this front valance, and then for this one, if you're doing this ZL1 1LE, you're gonna wanna clean the top portion too because it's gonna go right on top. Let's grab it and go. Yep. Slide right in between the piece of plastic that's down there, and then it'll sit kind of in there. Make sure both sides are tucked in, and if you hold it with one hand like I am, you should be able to get it at least one or two of these screws started. Alright guys, so that wraps up the install on the C7 Carbon ZL1 1LE front splitter on our 6th gen Camaro. What do you guys think of this? I think it looks awesome. It's definitely a lot bigger, way more aggressive, more pronounced. It flows really well with the black, but it also looks great with other colors as well. Obviously, you can get this in carbon fiber, get it painted to match, and of course the gloss black. Now, even a matte black I think would look wicked if you did matte black accenting throughout the car, but that's a whole different story. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are interested in this product or any other C7 Carbon products, check out the links down below. And of course, we got a lot of really cool stuff coming to the 6th gen, to the Rest Out Garage, and everything else. So if you guys haven't subscribed, consider doing that as well. If you're looking for our social media links, make sure we've got links for those down below as well. Hey guys, if you're out riding or driving, do it safely, and we'll catch you in the next video.